Well, this happened today. A crackdown on junk fees went into effect. It's all from the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. You can expect to see a big change when you book a hotel or you buy a concert ticket. It's something we do often, but many of us may be familiar with those fees that pop up at the end, and you're like, dang, that's not the price that I originally agreed to. I talked with an attorney for the FTC about the new rule to really understand what it's aiming to do. Take a listen.
What is this new rule all about? What does it entail?
Unfair or deceptive fees rule is intended to promote honesty and transparency in pricing for live event tickets and short-term lodging. The FTC heard from thousands of consumers who were frustrated when trying to buy tickets to a live event or book a short-term lodging stay, that they were quoted a price up front. And then when they reached the checkout page, that price was actually much higher due to undisclosed mandatory fees. So this rule is intended to clean that up. Businesses offering live event tickets and short-term lodging will now be required to disclose the total price to consumers upfront whenever they quote a price for a live event ticket or short-term lodging.
Gotcha. So I'm booking a concert ticket, I see $236 as the price. That is going to be the price ultimately when I'm putting in my credit card information at the end. It's not suddenly going to be $350 or $400, which, was typical beforehand. That's kind of an accurate description.
That's correct. Now, businesses do have the flexibility to initially exclude government taxes, shipping, and optional fees. And the reasoning for that is that businesses may not be able to calculate those charges upfront. However, the rule does require businesses selling live event tickets and short-term lodging to clearly and conspicuously disclose the amount and purpose of those fees before consumers agree to pay.
Where did the motivation for this come from?
Well, I think it came from what we were hearing from the public, from many consumers, consumer groups, that this was the common experience, that bait and switch pricing was prevalent with both live event tickets and short-term lodging.
Any other aspects to it that you think people at home should know?
Consumers believe that any particular business isn't playing by the rules, they should submit a complaint to the FTC, and they can go to reportfraud.ftc.gov to do that.